Well, good morning. Well, we're actually going to say morning. I'm not sure exactly how this day is going to go yet. Heather and I got home from our little vacation there last night, and about an hour after we got home, I'm going to say it was between 11:30, 12 o'clock, started hearing some interesting noise, and it was rain. But all of a sudden, the quiet little noise turned into a much louder noise. So this morning's job is going to see what all happened last night. So first of all, just looking here, it's looking like we got a good 6/10 of rain, or yeah, we're going to say 6/10 or 18 mils of rain. So that's good. But we did have a bunch of hail, and I'm going to say loony to toony sized hail. Hard to watch anything in the dark and know what anything's coming of it, but it was coming straight down and there wasn't much wind, so I'm hoping that's going to be our advantage. But first thing I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to check our garden, and that'll give me an indication a little bit as to what I get to look forward to on when I go field scouting this morning. Got some noisy little buggers here this morning. Hey guys, how are you? Did you get all wet? Hey? There should be two more of you. Where are you? Hey? I think I'm hearing more here. Nope, there's the other two. 1, 2. And yeah, you can see the corns definitely had some damage. We got tassels that broke off. Remarkably, the tomatoes don't look bad though. There's a branch that's broken. But no, for the most part, I would say the tomatoes look pretty good. More tomatoes look good. And as you can see, we got some weeds in between the rows. That's what happens when you go on holidays. Okay, the fact that the zinnias are actually looking pretty good. There's no holes in the leaves. Flowers all seem to be intact. And it's actually nice to see these flowers. They weren't there when we left. Got to the first canola field here, just north of my place. And one thing I'm loving to see is still seeing flowers on top. So that's awesome. Holy smokes. This canola has not got shorter. That is for sure. So now let's just look. Yep, there's definitely some pods on the ground. If you look, these guys are not supposed to be on the ground. So is there damage? We definitely do have damage. How much? I don't know. We will do some more walking yet, but what I'm loving is often in a hailstorm, the first thing that gets knocked off is these flowers get knocked off. The other thing that will often happen with canola is you'll often get bullet holes in the leaves. And that I'm not seeing. Well, here'd be one that did. So that one got shredded up a bit. These, I think, these holes are more bug holes, that kind of thing. So first glance, this field of canola is doing just fine, and to top it off, it's actually just looking really, really good. Okay, so we're getting to our east farm here where we got, I don't know, 480 acres of soybeans. And we've definitely got more damage here. So we're gonna go and see if we can find the rain gauge. There it is. And we're gonna see what it looks like. But this definitely does not look as good. 3 and 2 inches. How much chunk is in there? 2 inches. Okay. So we've had 2 inches of rain, and when you look down here, we have definitely been beat up. We've got leaves all over the ground here. This is definitely, and the worst of it is it's the top ones that are all buggered. So This is not good. This field is in rough shape. These rows are almost closed in, and yeah, this is not good. Lots of flowers here still. Not a whole lot of potting going on. Here we will have to definitely phone crop insurance, there's no doubt, and put in a hail claim, because this is pretty ugly. There's a lot of leaves on the ground here. So yeah, that's not good. Okay, so I came to the second field on our east farm here, and if you want to get an idea as to how the hail must have been coming down here, you can actually see the size of the hailstones that we're hitting, because that's all that can be. So there's been a lot of defoliage here. Again, I have no idea what this is going to do. Is it shot? Is it not? Or is it even going to be our best yielding beans? Probably not, but we're going to see what this does, because at this point there's nothing we can do with that. There is a lot of leaves buggered. And there are some plants that are completely screwed. Yeah, that's disappointing. So I spent enough of the day looking for hail damage and that kind of thing that I wanted to end the day on a bit of a better note. So I'm going to take you guys for a walk through part of the farm here that didn't get any hail. And I'm already starting to smile because these fields are looking pretty good. We're going to look at, these beans are about 37 inches tall. There is overlap. So this plant here is on that side, and we got leaves from this row over here. So there is, she's over. We had it one year, we had a field where you could not tell by beginning of August kind of a deal. You couldn't tell which way the field had been seeded, and the way this field's going, we are not far. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm gonna do this. This stuff is almost waist. I'm gonna say it's waist high. This is phenomenal. So, yes, the morning was a downer. Checking some of the other beans, they did not look this good. They look good. They look terrible now. Let's not go there. But this field looks absolutely awesome. They're looking great. We still got new leaves coming. I should just do a quick check. And nobody's gonna see nothing down here, but yeah, we got moisture right down. Not a problem at all. It's not super wet, but we got moisture. It's sticking to my hands, so we're good. So these beans are coming real good. Pretty excited about that. And yeah, needless to say, walking in this bean field is much more enjoyable than what we started off the morning with, and we've been doing a bunch of today. So again, thankful for this field, and this is awesome. Okay, so next we're gonna walk into our 1/2 section of canola that did not get hit, and again, it is welcome to the jungle, baby. Glad I do not have to run in here, because I would not go far nor fast. This is not our tallest field of canola. But as you can see, we are definitely getting to the end of flower, and we're in a section here in the headlands. Headlands are always first. Flowers are pretty much petering out. Like in a week's time, there will be no more flowers. But you want to see the things that make me excited is we have plants that are podding right to the end. Often this happens where the top ones kind of blast off, and that's your top, I don't know, there's probably 4 or 5 up to 10 bushels an acre I can lose there if everything is that way. But this year we've got a bunch that are just about filling out right to the top, so that's really exciting. Oh, this is thick. So yeah, good canola. There's good pods happening in here. Height's going to be better on this one in the sense that there's going to be less stalk, I guess, if you will, before the pods start. So there won't be quite as much stalk to put through. Well, look at that. 25 minutes later, we found our board. Right there. We're going to follow it up. If you look here closely, the one I happen to choose is going to be the shorter of the three, of this group of 3. So that is what it is. Sometimes you get a taller one, sometimes you get a shorter one. So what I wanted to show you is this is where last 2 weeks ago there was none of this. So as you're going to see right in here, let's see if we can see it here again. Right in here, I cannot get my camera angle in there properly, but you can see the little pieces from the tassel. These little guys up here are falling. They land down here, and the goal is for them to be on the silk, and as that cross-pollinates with the silk, that's how you get your corn. Very important this time of the season that we have enough humidity and therefore whatever to get the pollinating happening properly. Is the smaller of the two. It's the second cob. This is very much still a baby cob. There it is. This is number 2. So what I'm going to do is quickly count on here. So 14 by 36, that's the baby cob. So now we're going to go look at number 1, see what it looks like. So as you can see, this cob, just in general, it's much more mature. Kernels are getting much healthier in size, and that. But the other thing that what you can look at in here is all the kernels are actually in place. So this is the time of season, if you don't have proper pollination and things, you'll find holes where there isn't kernels developing, or there's going to be all kinds of problems with the cobs. Our cobs are looking very, very good. So I'll just do a quick math on these ones, and we are 16 by 36. So there's the 2 cobs we picked off of that plant. Now this one will grow. Don't think that it's not going to. This is just a much younger cob than this one is. And so this, like I said, this one was 1636 and this one was 1434, I think, something like that. And so those are the 2 cobs that are coming off this plant. So that all being said, the plant that I've been measuring is now completely useless. So lastly for today, I'm going to take you into the wheat field and just going to do a walk through here. And yeah, we're getting to that time of year. Just at a quick glance, you can see the bottom leaves and things are starting to dry up, which, for a lack of better words, is normal. There's a bit of a thinner spot, not sure what happened there. And then here we get where bottom leaves are drying up, but the top ones are still fairly green. So you see that down here, they're definitely drying up. Down below, starting to die off. Heads are nice. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 in that one. And then it's looking like we're going to be 3 wide. That's a nice surprise. Often we'll only get 2. Sometimes you'll get 4. The bad years you only get 1. So if we're looking at 11 times, say even an average of 2, 22. So I don't know. Yep, it's looking pretty decent. Heads are coming. We're starting to dry down. This field probably is, I don't know, 3 weeks away yet before we'll even think about thrashing here yet. So still got time to get things ready and enjoy a little bit of more downtime. So I'm seeing a bit of hopper action here, nothing alarming. So that's the wheat. So if you're not into listening to me talk much and going for crop tours, today will have been rather boring. But spent a lot of the day in the fields just walking around checking things, and started off on kind of a downer note, but feeling much better at how we're ending. Even after many walks into the fields that did get hit, we'll know better in 3 days. Because if I go with simple logistics, we probably had close to 2/3 of the farm get hit today with hail, one fashion or another. Of that, I'm going to say roughly 10% got hit severely. That's the crop tour for today. It was a bit of a hail of a day today. If you enjoyed the crop tour, give me a thumbs up. Always appreciate the comments, insight, and things that you notice. Thanks again for watching. Have a good evening. Bye.